Hi everybody, Heidi here, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well, as always. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday, although I would presume some of you have only just got up. By the time this goes out, I will have only just got up as well. So, today's live is at 10 AM and we're using Inkylicious stamps, and we've got an amazing Inkylicious giveaway. This is also your hype video, so those that want to hype, I'm not forcing anybody to hype, but those that would like to hype, this is your hype video. Give me a thumbs up and then the hype button comes up, press hype. It has to be done through the YouTube app, and not everybody has it, so don't worry about it. But I do appreciate it if you do it, so thank you very much. Right, let's crack on with what we're doing. So, I'm just going to mention on here, because we always mention it on the live, if you want to be in with the chance to win the giveaways, you have to be in our group, Heidi-The Yorkshire Crafter. You have 4 questions to answer. You have to have a profile picture. And we just ask you to read the rules, that's it. It's a lovely, friendly group. There's never drama, although there was a little bit last week, but there isn't normally any drama. It's a lovely place to come to. Check it out, find out for yourself. So, we are using Pink Frog watercolour card. The base is Pink Frog. I've had to do a dark blue base because I've run out of my royal blue, but I'll show you it on the other colour when I finish anyway. We are doing, so we're using mini branches, twigs. We're just using this one here. And then we're using the new set. We are using the little berry here, this little one here, and that little one there. That's all we're using, and we get a fantastic project from it. So we'll get started. So we're making a wreath. I know some people don't like their wreaths to be like in sync, is that the right word? You know, the same all the way around. Some people like to just do it themselves. That's fine either way. I do like a wreath. It's just not something I do so often. So I'm just going to place this at the top. This is going to lose another, this is 6 by 6. It'll come down to a 5.5 by 5.5. So it's going to lose half an inch the whole way around. So I'm just going to put it there, and I'm going to thinking about how much of it I'm going to lose. But I'm also thinking, so if I put it there, I'm looking at this mark here, which I'm still staring at with my eyes, and I'm moving it round 2. That's not 2. Let me just show you how I'm doing it. Let me get a pencil. So I've just done that with my eye. That's where the end of this one finishes. So if I start like that, it's more or less there. So to move it round 2, 1, 2, I just want to make sure, oh, it's well over. So I'm going to take it a little bit further back. Because what I want is to be able to move it all the way around. I'll tell you what I did do. I don't know if this is right size, because this is a scrap piece. Let's put that in the middle as if we were doing it. So use a piece of scrap, use a piece of copy paper. So I'm going to put that, oh, I shouldn't have pulled that off there then. I'm going to put that there as if that's where I want to start on my other piece below. So, fallen leaves. This is how I started the last one off. Like I say, I used a bit of scrap just so I can get my placing right. So that's where that will go. I'm not bothered about re-inking it because we're not using this piece. I might re-ink it though, because I could use this as a wreath. Now, to take it 2 round, so I've moved 2 notches, this might just be perfect. just move it a couple more and then we'll see. Just wondering if it might be a little bit wide for what I want. I might as well do it all the way around because I think I'm going to use it. So if you've got the platform, all I'm doing is I'm following my big dot, which normally is my top. So I'm following that and moving it round 2 notches at a time. And then it's giving me a perfect wreath. That's pretty good, is that? So I'll go with where it is. I'm just still wondering if it's a little bit big, because I do have to cut it down. Hang on, I've got my other one here. Yeah, it's a tiny bit big. So all I'm going to do is pick that up and move it in very, very slightly. And whatever that is now, that's what I'm going with. So let's get started. So I'm doing this same all the way around. My big buttons at the top. And if you notice, I have 4 buttons for my corners. So that's what I'm going with. I've got a pulley done this way. So I've moved it 2 notches from the top. 1, 2. There's your bacon. And that's all the way around. Yeah, she was here yesterday. Absolutely sick as a dog she was just before she left. And I don't deal with sick. As it happened, Ashley were here at the time. He'd literally come to pick her up. And she's like, I don't feel well, I don't feel well. I said, she's only saying it because that's what we've just been talking about. And that were it. It were everywhere. She really didn't feel well, bless her. But she's okay today. Well, she's not okay. She's sat watching a tab with a onesie on. She says, can we go Grandma's craft room? So here we are. One of the best things about having a platform, it doesn't have to be this platform, I'll show you in a minute, is you don't have to go around with one stamp. So that's our circle all done. Perfect. Exactly. Oops. Oh no. Just realised. I'm getting very naughty. I didn't put my glue away last night. That's when it clogs up if I don't put it away. Let's see what happens to that. Right, so the next thing, that's all we needed out of that set. But these are great little branches for doing wreaths. Absolutely brilliant, all of them. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do that in, where are you? There you are. Now then, I'm going to do that in spruce. And I want it to be, now then, I think I'm going to have it there. Yeah, I'm going to have it there. And also, the berry one, the one with the 2 berries on, I'll stamp this one first and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the 2 berries. So I'm happy with that placement. So I'm going to stamp that in spruce. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Could move it round too. And I'm going to stamp it again. Now, I'm going to take the berries, because the next one of this stamp is going to be here. I'm going to take the berries and I'm going to put them somewhere like that. Does that look okay? Yeah. And I'm going to stamp these in Shady Lane. So we can do both at once. Don't mix your... Oh, so I've got spruce there for that one and Shady Lane for that one. So first of all, I'll pick it up. Right. That's where my next one's going to go. Yeah. So, spruce. Making a mess of my lid. Shady Lane. Trust the process. It doesn't look anything when it's first done. That one and that one. That's perfect. Shady Lane. Spruce. It's good to use permanent inks again, you know, for the actual main project. Feels really good. I'm missing one there. I most certainly am. Spruce. Shady Lane. Just carry on all the way around. You'll get into the habit of knowing where to put your dots. I've had this a couple of years now, have I? So I'm quite used to it. I've tried so many platforms and don't like any of them. This is the only one that's ever been good to me, because I still can't get the others to let's come back one. I've tried the Timoltz, I've tried the one that first came out originally, and how people get a perfect stamp second time in them, I'll never know. It took me to getting this one. What was the original one called? Yeah, I don't know. Misty. Was the Misty, wasn't it? So I'm taking that one out because we've done that the whole way around. So I'll just take that out and put it there a minute. Put my lid on. Then I'm not tempted, am I? And just give this a couple more stamps. There. And last one. So, I mean, you could have all your stamps going in one go. You just got to space them out far enough to so they don't touch each other. But yeah, super quick to do. Right, that's that one done. Put that over there. Now I'm going to use the little one, like I said, and that's going to go, where is that going to go? There. I'm putting it opposite that leaf. Or do I put it opposite the berry? I'm going to put it there. Perfect. Let's get the... Now I've got, I want to put a little snowflake in, I think. Now then, I've got a snowflake out here. But looking at the one I already did, I didn't use a snowflake. I'm just wondering if that might be nice. Let's do this one. This one is getting stamped in barley blue. See, you use these colours that you... Is it barley blue? Yeah. Let's go with it. Perfect. I knew that worked somehow right then. Nearly did it. Super quick out there. That's that one done. Move it too. Made a dog's dinner of that nearly then, didn't I? That's right. And last one. So that's another bit added to your circle. See, I think that's beautiful. Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my colour right round in the middle. And it may smudge now, but I'm still going to give it a go. 1 second. Now then, this will be a risk. I'm just going to see if any of that's extremely wet. Well, it hasn't lifted it. So I'm taking what's on my brush and I'm just adding a little bit of colour to the actual wreath itself. It really does make a big difference. That was the weirdest experience ever then. I just heard Lexi snoring. Oh gosh. I know it's Rosie, she's behind me. And I'm just going to go over with a tiny bit of blue. It just changes the green itself. Now I did it like this and I asked Andy and I asked Nicola, should I take the green out? And they both said no. Because I wasn't sure whether it should just be blue. I love that now. And none of it smudged, so perfect. There you go. Right, my only thing I can't decide now is, do I put a snowflake or do I go with my gems, which is what I did plan on doing. Oops. Snowflake or a gem. I'm going to leave the snowflake off. We are using a snowflake tonight. This morning actually, on the live. Let's put that away. So that's your main stamping done. All just with 2 sets there. I'm going to take that out of there now. Get myself a little bit of paper to rest on, because that's how I'm more comfortable. Now I'm going to use pencils. I did do it with my zigs, but I didn't get the colours I wanted. So I'm using my iPoint Orbit pencil sharpener, which I'll link to. Best thing ever. Oh gosh, that had hold of my hand then. And these are my prismacolour pencils. Look at me white. So I'm using Sky Blue Light, Blue Denim, and ultramarine, and obviously white. So it doesn't take long, to be fair. Now I have to keep moving it because I don't know why, I have to have it a certain way. That broke my nib straight away, which it always does anyway. It's not a problem. Just putting a light coating down. Might as well take that one all the way around. Wait till you see what we're doing on live. I love it. It's a brilliant project. We're not building, we're actually making cards. So I'm not doing hard because if you burnish it straight away, you're not going to be able to lay your colours on top of it. Now, when I did this yesterday, last night playing, I took a while doing my colouring because I have the time, but you guys need to see it done, so I will speed up a little bit. So I'm going in order, so it'll be my light, next to light, and dark. And all I'm going to do on each one, the reason I stamped in the, let me see if I can zoom in while I'm filming. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can. Just got to remember to stay in the screen now. The reason I stamped in Shady Lane was because I wanted the end and the stem to be green. And I knew I was covering it up with blue. You know, the middle bit. So that's why I did that. Just thought I'd let you know that bit. If ever you're going to be covering it up, it doesn't matter what you colour it in, does it? Stamp it in, sorry. So I'm leaving a little white bit or clearer blue underneath. I'll do 4 at a time. Remembering to stay in focus if I can. Or should I say on the page. Now we're back to the light, just to lighten up that little highlight that I've left, so we can keep lighting that up. And then to the dark. You're only going to put your dark down once. If I was, like I say, if I was spending more time on it, I would layer 2 or 3 times. But it really didn't need to. So this is the one that takes your green away. So you can't see that green underneath it now. They really are different. Everybody does red berries and what have you. I nearly did purple, to be fair. I really considered it. I got purple zigs out. They didn't work. In fact, to be fair, they wouldn't cover up the green. So I did try. But they were having none of it. Back to your lighter blue. And then back to your really light blue. And all I'm going to do is highlight that little bit there. Now you can, I don't know why I got the white out, but you can do exactly the same. I knew it was going to break, I had it too sharp. Do exactly the same with your white. In fact, it'll just bring it lighter again. Don't go like that on your paper because you will mark that. The crayon that's crumbled on top, the pencil, will mark it. I just noticed that that one wasn't blended very well. So it's just about playing with them anyway. There, that really sets that off. It's beautiful. So we've already put the light blue down. Is that too close, guys? Oh, I'll keep going. I'm not being very particular about where that line goes. I'm just making sure it's got one in. You don't even have to put it in, if I'm honest. You can just do a highlight with a white pen after. You can do it that way. I just think this looks a bit more realistic, if you like. It's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Getting my colours mixed up then. So in with the dark one. Like I say, I would normally do 2 or 3 times, but I'm just gonna, you're getting a right shadow there, aren't you? I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I would normally do 2 or 3 times, but just for the video. I mean, 2 times, it's worked. Just doing it, you know, going over once. It's just same as how else though, isn't it? The more time you spend doing something, normally the better it looks. Perfect. It really does need that highlight, I think. But I'm going to do white as well because that is exactly what I've done. Why did I not do that one? So that they're all matching, because that's what I've done in others. Doesn't take long, does it? In with the middle one, leave your highlight. You can swap your highlight from side to side, put them wherever you want. Gosh, it's warm in here. Yes, that's Rosie. Finding her in Alexa. I went right out with that one, so I've just expanded the colour out as well. Surprised you can't hear Lolly snoring and all. She's at it. I haven't told you the day, have I? What day is it? So it is Tuesday. The date is, right, hang on, I think it's the 4th. It is the 4th of November. So yesterday I got some good news, hopefully. Well, no, I did. To do with the thing that's going on in my private life. Not to do with crafter out. So, fingers crossed. I want you all crossing your fingers that I get what I'm after. I'll explain when it's over, but yeah. I know some of you already know. Could be the best Christmas present ever. There we go. So I'm making sure that that dark blue goes over that green line, the outline. Just going to go back in with that one a little bit there. and then back with the light one, obviously. When you do that light one on your last bit, just drag it down and it gives you that highlight instead of it just being at the top. This is when I am pressing on to do this bit, this colour. But look at the difference it makes there. So I'll do that with the white as well. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference. Brush it off. Last one. In with the lighter. Is everybody ready for Christmas? I am so not ready. I don't do much anymore now, but I have at least normally bought the presents. I've only got Pixies because she's Bryony's told me what she wanted, so it's the only one I've got. Toby told me he wanted a VR set. It's like 350 quid. And Carly's saying, you can't ask Grandma for that. No, we've all got a limit. That's not the limit. Right, Andy, I asked Andy what he wanted. He wants one of his older watches fixing. I used to buy him a watch every year, whether it be birthday, Christmas, Father's Day, what have you. He's a right watch fanatic. A watch is a watch to me. I can't wear them anyway half at the time. They make my hand go funny. All my wrist goes funny here when I wear them. I could only wear plastic ones. It's not as easy to get hold of a plastic watch. Even you could get the plastic strap, but then the watch face, the dial, was always metal on the back, and it was no good for me. And I've tried with the nail polish and clear nail polish and stuff on the back. It don't work. I must have a real allergy to it. Right, go back in with that one. So that's your berries done. Eden says to me yesterday, don't squeeze my nose, Grandma, because knot comes out of it. Oh, it's not. Not. She's a character. In with the white. Might as well finish them all off the same way. Right, there you have it. There's your coloured berries. So simple. They look so different in blue. We haven't finished. But I just thought I'd show you that. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's zoom back out. Oops, that's in. That's about right there. We'll stay there. Oh, go me. I think that's right. Yes. Right. So we need, I've got a quickie glue pen and I've got a little bit of foil. Now, the only place I'm going to put this, actually, let's do the splatter first and the writing, because if you put heat on when you've got these on, it dulls your foil. So we'll do the other bit first. So I'm going to use some silver embossing powder. I am looking for my anti-static brush. Oof, that'll powder we want. I managed to clean my platform thingies, but not very well, but they're clean. And I'm going to use Wonderful Christmas stamp set. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, or it's the most wonderful time of the year. So I've already used this one on the other, so I'll use the top one. And it fits perfect. Right. Molly, lie down. using my Versamark.
Roll it down.
Kids and dogs, they don't listen to you, do they? Right, I'm going to try and get that pretty central and go there. I don't think Lolly realised that Eden were there. Oh, she's got up on her knee. Right. This is my old Brutus Monroe sterling. I can't get hold of it. That's all I've got left. Luckily, I don't use it that often. Now, I'll tell you what I did. I did this. I thought, that's perfect. Looks good. And I heated it up. I didn't realise the silver was also on here. So it made some of the branches silver. I'm just going to get my little paintbrush and make sure that it isn't on the branches. It is there, you see. Actually, that could just be the anti-static. Looks okay. It's a bit right, we'll heat that up. Just put this away. Can't do we lose it. Lolly, let her go. Eden, let her go. You've got hold of her neck. She were panicking then.
She doesn't want to get down.
No, she's okay. She's sat on your knee now. You were just holding her neck before. She's okay, kid. Right, let's heat that up. Gorgeous embossing powder. It's hard for you to see when I hold it like that. It just looks like it's stamped in grey, doesn't it? But it is really beautiful embossing powder. Right, I am going to do the snow now because, yeah, I don't want to heat it up after. When I did it yesterday, hang on, I've dropped my lid. When I did it yesterday, after I'd done the snow, I went downstairs and left it, so it just dried off its own back. Which is just as well, because I'd already put the foil on. Never crossed my mind, to be fair. Right, let's get a bit of this out. It's my very dirty brush, which I shouldn't be using, to be fair. In fact, I'll use back end. We only want a little bit. That should be plenty. So this is my PH Martins. Bit of kitchen towel, oh that'll do. Bit of water. Get one splatter box up. Now really, ideally, I'd just like the snow. Oh, that's too watery. Yeah. Need a little bit more. I just like the snow around the actual wreath itself, you know, inside it, on it. So let's just get a bit more of that. So you get spraying too much water on. I had enough water on my brush, so I didn't actually need to add some. Silly move. It's done now. Right, let's try again. So I'm not bashing because I don't want it to be everywhere. I'm being quite gentle actually. I think that'll do. Now I'm going to have to heat it up because we need to finish it off. Probably a bit more snow than I wanted, but it's okay. When I've done this, I'm still in search of my stencil that I've lost. I'm convinced I've either sent it out to one of you guys in one of the boxes that I've recycled, or I've just binned it because I can't find it anywhere. I can't even tell you what it is because I don't even know. I just knew I'd bought it. And I'm positive it's a Spellbinders. So I went on their site looking at stencils, but I didn't see anything that rang a bell. Amazing, isn't it? Right, quickie glue pen. If you look at this little branch that we used, it's got 4 little dots. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit. And actually, you don't even have to use foil. It would be nice if you use glitter. I'm not a glitter person, but yeah, it'd take nice actually. I think we could use glitter if you want. I've got glitter. So I've just put it on the end of them berries. Even if there's snow there like there is on that one, I'm still putting one down. Yeah, like I say, I know some people don't like a matchy wreath like that is. I do. Now then, let me see what glitter I've got so I can just decide. I do have a silver glitter. Shall we go with that? I'll go with this and then I'll show you the other one with the foil on. Should be ready to take it. Ah, yeah, why not? So we don't need logs, we're only putting it on them few bits. So no foil messing today. It only took 2 seconds. There you go, that's your glitter done as well. So if you look, it's just a little bit of shine. If you don't want glitter, use a foil. You might even not want to put foil on them. You might just want to put a white dot on. Just put on what you like. You don't have to put it on because I've used it. I'm just trying different things. We've got it and we need to use it, and never in a million years am I ever going to get through that. Oops. That was good. Right. So one more thing to do, which I think we'll do once we've put it on its base actually. Where are you going, Eden?
Go away.
Go on then. Let me just open the door for it, guys. Mommy, come here. Go on, I'll put light on for you. Go on, get back up. Be careful. Just put light on for her. So, we need to cut this down to fit onto this. So we are losing, like I said, 1/4 inch. And I'm going to cut it off either side. So just bear with me, carry on talking to me. I can hear you, I promise. Might not be able to answer all your questions, but I can hear you. Right. So I'm just cutting, like I said, I'm just cutting that little bit off each side. That's one. So it wants to be 5.5 all the way around. That's side's done. Same here. Lie down, Mama. Rosa. Right. So yes, it's took it quite close to the edge, but I'm struggling with 6x6 envelopes, and that's why I've done it like this. I can make a card that's 6x6 and it doesn't fit the envelope right, which is a 6x6 envelope, so, and this is just perfect and will go in a 6x6 envelope. This works out at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, so I'm happy with that. Let's stick that down. I'm going to be careful because I know it's got glitter on. I don't want to squash the glitter. Now I need to order some more watercolour card and some more true blue. So this is a blue I used and I didn't have any more left. So for this card I've had to go navy. Big difference. But I do have one done on that, so like I say, I'll show you. This is also, oh no, is it? I don't know actually. Yes, I think it's Pink Frog Silver card and it's way thick. I got this last year. Oh, she's back. Come on, close the door. Eden, close the door. Come here. Go on, go sit down. Watch that water, you're going to spill it. Right, I'm back. So, thinking about that glitter, I'm just being very careful. I mean, it doesn't matter if it rubs off, it's easy enough to put back on, isn't it? So I'll put it on the card base and then we'll do the last bit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really, really thick is this card. That's the one, that's the opening. It does look nice on the dark blue, to be fair. But the other blue matches the berries. Right, so the last bit, to finish the card off, you can leave it as is. I think it's absolutely beautiful. But I've got these, which I got from Bumbleberries, which you've seen me use an awful lot lately. And I'm just going to... Now, Andy says to me, put the berries in the trees, in the twigs, but I didn't want to, and I didn't have the heart to say to him no. So, this is where I was on about put a snowflake and then put the berry, this on the inside, but we'll see. I think I'm just going to put them on the outside. They match the glitter actually, look very nice. Now the snowflake could look nice there instead of on the outside. It's your choice, you put on what you want to put on your wreath. Oh, it's stuck to my thumb, look. Oh, they're lovely there. And it's even better because it's self-adhesive. I definitely am going to get stuck with big ones on these ones, aren't I? But I'll definitely be ordering some more. Look how, if it weren't for the plastic, look how nice they are. And these are Marion designs from Bumbleberries. I don't know what colour they're called. I took them straight out of the packet. There you go. I can put them here, which I have done on my one I'm going to show you. But I'm happy with that. In fact, I'm more than happy with that. It's come out brilliant, to be fair. So, I hope you liked it. I hope you'll join us on the live. I hope you'll hype it. If you don't, it's okay. It's not a problem. And this is the one we did. I put it on the light blue, royal blue we call it. But I put the things on the inside as well. I don't know if I've overdone it, but look at the foil. Look how nice the foil is on the berries, them little bits. Just that little bit. It's lovely all the way around. So there you go. They're not much different. That is a little bit bigger. It's filled the page more. But yeah, I'm happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll catch you live. 10 AM. See you there. Love you. Bye.